for you guys to hop on. Say hello in the chat if you come on. Hey, Queenie. Thank you for coming. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on this other phone too. Hey, ex-gamers. Hey, Brian. I don't know why this thing right here. Okay. Well, I'm doing all right. Although I've been waking up the last few days having headaches. I don't know why. Let me get this better. Here we go. You were trying to find it? You're welcome. Yeah, I don't know if Mom and them are on or not. Thank you for the thumbs up. I sent them the link, so maybe they can hop on too. I got my fan. See this? I don't go anywhere without it. Constantly getting hot. Guess I'll give it just a minute longer. You're 80. I'm so glad you're 85% better. Well, I had somebody in here, but they left. I don't know who. Oh, maybe it was Brian. Anyways, I was thinking about maybe talking about some of these herbal medicines I've got in this book here. Thank you. Yeah. Setting in this direction makes me look like I'm really heavy. Oh, well. Anyways, some of these things I have in this, it's a clinical applications of herbal medicines right here. I know it's probably reading backwards, but it is what it is. I used to sleep with my fan on me all the time too. That's going to be awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah, and double tap that screen and it'll push up my thumbs and maybe get some more people in here. This book, it's really neat. I found some really interesting things in here. Thank you for the hearts. It's got stuff about arthritis, respiratory distress, skin disorders, diabetes, water retention, female disorders. Then it has like A, B, and C of those, which we'll just leave all that female stuff out because not everybody wants to hear about it, I'm sure. Hi, Belly. Heart trouble, high blood pressure, pain, blood health like blood purification, poor circulation, constipation, liver dysfunctions, nervous tensions, low energy, prostate troubles, insomnia. I really need to read that one. Obesity, glandular and central nervous system tonic, your stomach tract, infections, coughs, and sore throats, eye disorders. I mean, you name it, it's got it in here. Yeah, there's actually several ways that people can fix diabetes, but um, sometimes people just don't have that discipline. And I think we all have weaknesses as humans. We're weak at times. Oh, look, chapter 24 is about parasites. We've been learning a lot about parasites here lately. It's called Clinical Applications of Herbal Medicine. I don't know where you can get it. I think I found mine at a thrift store. But I find a lot of good stuff at thrift stores, though. But me and my middle sister, we've been learning about the parasites, huh? Ex-gamer. Let's see what it says on chapter 24. I mean, this is some kind of live where I'm talking about parasites, huh? So it's got stuff in here about infections, thyroid dysfunction. Oh, y'all can't see it. It's backwards, but environmental toxins. I think that's a big thing, that even though we live in a country where we have a lot of pollution resolutions, in other countries, they don't have as good of resolutions as we do. Like, for instance, in Pakistan, they have like the worst pollution in the world at times of the year. So, and the only reason I know that is because my son is married to a Pakistani lady, which I absolutely adore my daughter-in-law. I don't even really call her my daughter-in-law, I call her my daughter. But anyways, on this right here, recommended formulas: garlic, black walnut hull, butternut root bark, myrrh gum, and Irish moss. And you can like turn that into like a capsule to take, which is kind of cool. Is anybody able to see if my thing is public, or let me look on my other phone? So I think I've been having troubles with it being on private, and I don't understand why it does that, because I put it public. Let's see. It should be showing my lives right now, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. Y'all just bear with me a minute. I'm going to get this YouTube thing figured out one day. I can actually go live again on this other one. It's weird. Wish I could figure this out. It's annoying me. Are you guys able to tell if this is private or public? Hey, Ninja King. Oh, yes, I was talking to my crew about it. Parasites, and it makes me want to throw up. I quit eating stuff because of it. I have the same problem too. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, the stuff I've been learning about the meat has really turned me off. I can't. I just can't. I stopped buying it from the grocery stores when I learned how. Bella doesn't want me telling her about the foods. Sounds like break. No, we can't. It's only you who can see if it's private or not. I can't tell, because when I go on here, it doesn't even like take, it just wants me to go do another live stream here. I mean, is that even possible to have two live streams on the same channel? Oh my gosh. Well, it's kind of weird. I can't fix it. I just can't fix it. I don't know how. I don't know if I can fix it in this thing. Let me see. Live is on. Participant mode, anybody. Limits participation. Okay, anyone can participate and send messages. Let me see. I guess I guess I can't do anything about it. Let's see. Maybe live around your profile. It's not private unless your account is private. Okay. Well, every time that like I do it, like when I do the live or whatever, after I get off, it says it's private. And I had it set to where it wasn't private. Maybe I can do it in my YouTube studio. Maybe that's how I got to do it. Content. I guess that's how I do it. Visibility. Public. Okay. Maybe now. Private playback. Oh, not private live. It's not private playback unless your account is private. I'm confused. It's not private unless your account is private. Well, I marked it public, so maybe more people can come in. I don't know. Maybe I just need more lives posted. But anyways, you think I need more lives posted so people see it? I posted a video, but it didn't show. I should have just released it normally because I put it set so that it would show up a little bit before. Okay. Thank you. So, anyways, talking about the parasites. When we talk about parasites? I don't remember. So, anyways, parasites, man, I'll tell you what, I did not know this, but learning from other people. Yeah, I know. But learning from other people, it seems like the things that we go through in life sometimes that these parasites can cause us to have issues. And some people believe that they're not really, that things like cancer, for instance, is not really a disease or an illness. It's your body's way of trying to heal itself as well because of things going on in your body. It's kind of strange. I'm not real good at explaining it, but this is what I've been learning about. And also, parasites are like the reason why people have cancer, because it's not really a disease or something, but like tumors. Here's an example. Tumors is supposedly like the eggs or the larvae in a sac that the doctors call tumors, but they're not really tumors. I'm not a doctor, so I mean, this is just things I've been learning, and I can't say whether it's factual or not. I'm just saying that's some of the things I've been learning about. So I just find it interesting that these things are being said because I've never even heard it until this year. But I've been doing a lot of research, and parasites seem to be something that's real big here in America, even though they say that we don't really have a lot of parasites due to our clean water and all that. Um, I just don't know. Everything is, and what I say is let's just try to make the difference where we can. You know, we may not be able to have a lot of money or know everything that's everything, but I saw something the other day. It said if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. So, you know, I've been looking on the back of things and the ingredients for a lot of years now, actually, probably since about 2016. And some of these words, you know, I couldn't pronounce, didn't really give it a thought whether I should stick it in my mouth or not. But I do know that there are things that are in this country that we eat that's actually been banned in other countries. So I try to stay away from those. Um, I don't know what to think about the parasites and the larvae and all that, but I do know that a lot of people take this stuff called ivermectin and fenbendazole with other things, and those are like parasite killers, and they swear by them being, you know, a cure for certain things. You know, I don't really want to say on here because I want to be able to put this video up, and I don't know, I don't want any strikes against my content that I'm just getting started getting to put out. So I'm just saying these are things that people try, so I'll just leave it at that. I have been learning that nuts of all types are quite amazing for your body. You wouldn't think it, but they are. There's this, and seeds too. Um, Apricot seeds. Who knew you could eat those? But you can. You can buy those and eat them, and they're really, really good for your body. Let's see some other things that I've run across. Let me look at my little book here. Well, I knew that ginger root's really good for a lot of things. Lots and lots of things. Walnuts. You know that walnuts is really good for your brain. And sometimes people tell you, like I've heard and I've looked at it, and it's kind of interesting. Like certain fruits and vegetables that you eat, and including nuts, they're in the shape of things that like are your internal organs. For instance, walnuts, they look like a brain. They're good for your brain. Cauliflower looks like your brain. It's good for your brain. You know, apples looks like your heart. It's good for your heart. And it's just crazy how your food can actually tell you what is good for you. Kidney beans, cucumbers. I know that cucumbers will help with, yeah, the kidney beans. They probably look like the kidneys, so they're good for your kidneys. The cucumber I know is real plentiful for your, you know, for water and such, but I know it's got more good things for it. So that's, I find it very interesting. Yeah. Did you know that lettuce, if you boil lettuce and drink the juice from it, it's like, what's it called? It's a sedative. It will help you go to sleep. Never did it. I'm not a fan of lettuce, but I've seen people do it, and they, you know, they do it on their little videos or whatever, and then they end up falling asleep. We have a surprise guest on here tonight. I didn't want to tell anybody. Yeah, me too, but I'm not a fan of lettuce. But I will tell you that I take the ashwagandha. I love the ashwagandha. But I will tell you that I love the chamomile. The chamomile really does it for me. Really does it. So anyways, I wanted to surprise you guys, but we do have a surprise guest. It's kind of corny, I know, right? It's kind of corny. Scoot over this way so everybody can see. You can move that pillow if you want. Let's scoot this here. Here. We can both hang out. This is my oldest son. For those of you that don't know. You gonna say hello? Or just say, he's just gonna sit there and smile.
Camera shy.
I had my whole thing going. Like I was feeling completely comfortable. And then he jumps on. He's like, I'm kind of camera shy. Oh. Close your eyes. Nobody can see you.
Right.
Do you want to jump in and talk about anything?
Yeah, I was going to actually mention the hair. Whenever I take a shower, I don't always wash my hair. Sounds gross, but the oils.
Yeah, they say the oils is good for you to keep in your hair.
Since you was on the topic of health.
Yeah, we're talking about health here. Different things that the ginger root's good for. Inflammation. New studies.
new studies that come out.
Midnight brine.
So,
Yeah. We we've been doing I've been really diving into all this like big time. Oh, did y'all know that cayenne pepper is a pain reliever? Who knew that? You can actually make like a little salve out of it. Don't put it on any open wounds though. You don't want to do that. But
yes, you do.
it's
Just make a video and let me see.
pain maker for you. Yeah. So I learned that if you take like beeswax, and I think it's water and the powdered cayenne pepper, and you heat it up in the oven for a certain amount of time. And there's measurements. I don't have the exact measurements, but if you stick it in the oven and you cook it for a little while, and then you take it out, set it on the counter, be careful because the jar is going to be hot, and then you stir it around, and then you just let it sit there and cool. Whenever you have a pain, like an arthritic pain or maybe some muscle cramps or something, you can rub that on the area that's hurting you, and it relieves the pain. So I found that kind of interesting to find out. Yeah. Yeah, they say that it's not good to shower a lot. I seen a guy that he didn't, like, he went like a very long time without showering. But he was out, doing like hiking and things of that nature, and he went long periods without showers, and it's supposed to do your body good. But
But he stank.
I will tell you though that you shouldn't take really hot showers because that can make you look old. That can make you age faster. They say to take like lukewarm to cold showers, and cold showers do you really good too. But I have to start off at like lukewarm and then ease into the cold. But I can do it, and my husband gripes about it when I'm taking a shower and I throw the cold water on. He hates that, but I love it. I love the cold water. The things I heard that they recommend is surprising. You learn something new every day. Ninja King, don't get any ideas. Yeah. Well, they say that we have hair on our body for a reason. It's some kind of protectant for against the elements and harsh weathers and all kinds of stuff. Let's see what else. Oh, we were talking about what was that I just learned today that the Regina that no the what was it the moringa. They considered that the miracle tree. It's supposed to be good for all kinds of things. I learned that it's good for your heart. It's good for people with asthma. It's good for people that have stuff, that like what we're dealing with in our life. It's supposed to be good for that. Um, let's see, what else did it say? Oh, good for your blood pressure, good for diabetes. It's really an all around good herbal thing to do. The moringa, it's moringa tree. I think that's how you say it, moringa or moringa tree. Anyways, it's really interesting. Hey, Zach. So we're just talking about some health stuff tonight. I'm good. Thank you for coming, buddy. That's my little bestie right there. We've been good friends for probably 3 or 4 years now. Queenie's my other new friend. So, hey, all you guys in here, y'all hit the double tap your screen right there. Let's see if I can get some more little thumbs ups. Maybe some more people can join us. I don't know. Thank you. So let's see. Ginger root. Let's talk about ginger root. Ginger root's a good anti-inflammatory.
It's stout though.
It is very stout. I have a little bit of a difficult time drinking it. However, I do like it in food. But every once in a while, I'll make some real ginger root tea.
If you're real strong, just eat it. Take you off a little piece and just eat it if you're real strong.
Mm. Zachariah is my bestie. Did I do it right, Zach? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, have you guys ever tried chocolate tea? Did y'all know that chocolate originally wasn't candy? Like it was literally tea at first. That's how they made it. And it was tea, what I think, didn't she say like since the 1600s, I think? Maybe the 1800s.
Produce more oil on their hair and skin than others people. He put product, but he meant produce.
All these people in here are my number ones, just so everybody knows. I love everybody in here equally. I did say hi to you, Zach. Actually, I said hi to you 2 times. Can you hear me? Yes. I don't think you can hear me. Turn your volume up. Yeah, I only got 5 thumbs up.
You have 10 fingers, so you can have up to 10 over 1.
Oh, okay. I can't read either. Everybody tell Zach hi. Or give him a thumbs up. Everybody give Zach a thumbs up. I don't think he can hear. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I don't think he could hear for some reason. It's kind of strange. And anyhow, what's another good one we have? What's another one we do? Oh, mullein leaves, mullein tea. That's really good for asthmatics and people with COPD, emphysema, all for the respiratory, not just those different illnesses, but all for like good for the respiratory and colds too. You look sleepy?
Yeah.
Well, you're probably tired. Let's see. What are some other things that are good? Oh, also that moringa tree thing I was telling y'all about. It's also good for poor eyes, which I know everybody that knows me real well knows that I can't see. I just can't see. So
I do. And a foot massage with a hot towel.
yeah,
Face.
He's just getting younger, and he spends a lot of hours at work.
Work and school now.
Yeah, he's going to school now to be
cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Lots of studying.
Yeah, we ordered him a couple of books the other day. Oh my gosh. I wish y'all could have seen the video that my son sent me of the deer and the bird. Some of you seen it. It's not a very pleasant thing. That was very disturbing, but I did see that deer go whoop.
Pretty funny.
It was funny, but totally disgusting too.
It was. Do you want me to show them?
Do you want to show them?
No, I'm good.
I don't have
on live.
I don't have it in here. It's on this phone. I'll send it to you later, Miranda. It's gross but funny. It was. Hey, Cherry. Glad you hopped on, buddy. Yeah, it's been kind of disgusting around here.
I'll send it Real quick.
I sure do hope this thing is on like public for everybody to see. Yeah, that would have been so funny. We didn't have things like that then. We didn't have the phones to be able to just pop them out and record. I love you too, Zach. I hope so. You trying to find it? Just go to.
No, I sent it to me.
Oh, he just sent you the deer and the bird. It's disgusting. Possibly. Possibly.
I sent it to your messenger, Nate.
She's gonna go watch it. She's gonna be disgusted. Probably laugh her butt off though.
It's pretty fun.
What is some other things we've been learning about, like the different.
They say if you put the sliced up red onion and put it in a mason jar and then cover it with honey, about 6 hours later you can use that for like common flus and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
but
that.
you got to add garlic to it as well.
Yeah, garlic.
Yeah, you got to add garlic to it too. I got something here for hemorrhoids if anybody's interested.
I got them buying hemorrhoids. If you got hemorrhoids, you shouldn't be selling weed right now.
Look, did you know that mullein leaves was good for hemorrhoids as well?
I
did not know that either. Now we know something. We all learned something new. The mulleин's good for the hemorrhoids, y'all. That's great, Queenie. So, for the hemorrhoids, witch hazel leaves, mullein leaves, crane's bill, slippery elm bark, plankton, butternut root bark, golden seal root, peppermint leaves, aloe, and the aloe vera gel. I guess you can mix all that up. It says 2 to 4 capsules. I guess you take it. 2 to 4 capsules daily, maybe use every day. That might have to go up your bunghole. I don't know. But we ain't gonna worry with that, are we?
I learned on parasites, too crazy stuff. E. coli and salmonella.
Look, she said, oh my God, what did I just watch? Yeah, it's so funny.
What knockoff version of Bambi is this?
Zach, we've been learning a lot about parasites lately. That's what I was saying earlier. Declutter, keep only what you actually need and use.
They say cucumber and something else, like lemon or something like that.
She said that was so disturbing. Water turtles can carry it, but doesn't affect any turtles themselves. I know sometimes these things can carry stuff like that and it doesn't bother them. She says, but why? Why did we watch that? Because you got to rewatch it. You just got to rewatch it.
The more you watch it, you just really got to wonder what's happening.
Yeah, well, I know that I watched it more than once, and that's when I realized that the deer goes whoop like that. Because at first it just looks like it goes like that right in, but then you see the deer go whoop. Did you notice that when you watched it? Thank you, Zach. Yeah, the deer just kept eating. Very wild. But hey, you know, everything has a purpose. So maybe those birds are meant to do something like that. I don't know.
I'm glad I'm not that deer.
I'm glad you're not that deer either.
I'll let you know that right now.
Maybe they're used to getting done that way. I don't know. I would have thought it would have ran too. Thank you, Zach. I didn't see him. I don't know. Sometimes I guess that's weird. Well, I know when I watch my friend Ambler and I'm on for him, he says sometimes he has to do something. I don't know what he does, but he won't be seeing the comments either. I don't know. Call your Mimi and people. Tell them we didn't see none of their things. It didn't even show that they were on here. Life's crazy all the time. I just find life to be the craziest thing. I really do. Let's see. I learned about this Siberian ginseng. It's actually pretty good for a lot of different things. It's good for the thyroid dysfunction. It's good for see this other thing I've found. It's supposed to be really good for cancer as well. Mental stamina, it's good for that.
Siberian ginseng.
Yeah, Siberian ginseng.
Let's see if they got any of that on there.
They do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How much is it?
You guys deal with motion sickness? Usually ginger root, cayenne, licorice root, and chamomile is good for that. Yeah, she just showed Trey.
I'm not talking about that dog in there.
I bet they were on the older post. She has motion sickness. I know a lot of people in my family have motion sickness. Try to send it to them. Try to send them this and tell them to get on it. Like, share my live. Brian's going to try to share it. Bella says hi.
Hello.
He'll be back in a minute. He's leaned over looking at the ginseng stuff. Have you guys seen those people eating clay online? I mean, they have like big bags and they're just literally sitting there like dipping their hand down in it and eating it. And it's like getting all around their mouth and stuff when they're eating it. Have y'all seen that? It's some kind of mineral clay that people have been eating. And like that people go on there and they try to sell it to them, and sell it to other people. It's crazy. I see them say all kinds of rude things to those people. Like they'll tell them they look like what kind of, they got that stuff, that goes up your nose. They say that they got it all around their mouth and all over their face. It's crazy. Thank you, Zach. Tired. What else have we learned about? Oh, learned about not using the tea bags. The tea bags. You take your tea out and use one of those, like that French press thing, instead of dipping it down in the water, because the particles that come off of the bags, it happens. The particles that come off the bag are actually bad for you. I've learned about the microplastics, but somebody in the live chat here, they learned about the microplastics too. It's basically like you can't win for losing. You try to drink your water. What do you get? Microplastics. You try to eat food that's good for you. You get fake food, or you get, what do you call that? Parasitic, I guess would be the word for it. Parasitic in your food. Apples are another one. I learned last year that they were actually creating apples to be sugary. Like they make them intentionally sweet to get people, more addicted to sugar. I've been wanting to do like a 30-day cleanse of sugar for my body, which I've been fighting the urge to eat M&Ms for like days now. I really want some M&Ms, but it's got stuff like Red 40 and Yellow 6 in it, and not to mention the sugar alone. But that's some of the things that isn't allowed in other places that I was talking about.
We note this ain't 21 to 90 days to change a habit
Yeah.
on that thing that sent you earlier.
The Himalayan pink salt, I think just about everybody in here probably uses that. But look up some good benefits for the Himalayan pink salt, or do you know some offhand?
Well, I know that it remineralizes your teeth.
It remineralizes your teeth. We've been using that for quite some time now. Thank you. Yeah, I even got Mimi and them to use the pink salt now because it's so much better. I found out, like, gosh, it's probably been 20 years ago maybe that I learned about the regular salt. Supposedly it has glass in it. I don't know how true that is, but I had heard that or learned it somewhere, and so I really just didn't even like using salt like that.
I got it pulled up for you whenever you're ready.
Yeah, veggies do have a lot of antioxidants and anti-inflammatories as well. Okay, go ahead, read them off.
My goodness. Says pink salt contains small amounts of potassium, magnesium, calcium, and iron, which contribute to its unique color and potential health benefits. Let's see. Less processed than table salt. May help in maintain electrolyte balance. Potentially supports respiratory health. Supports proper pH balance because we're predominantly water. I think 70% water. So if your pH balance is off, then something's going to be off with your health. But if your pH balance is okay, then your health will be okay.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
We drink teas that are antioxidants as well. The alkaline diet, that's something, I mean, I've been knowing about the alkaline diet since I think 2016. Yeah, I think it was about 2016 I learned about the alkaline diet, and I've learned even more about it this year. I mean, how it works, and if you're not careful and your body is too alkaline, it can actually put you in a coma. So you really do have to keep it kind of balanced. But I have a book. Grab that book over there at the very bottom. I didn't know it when I was looking into some of my herbal books and went to go get them. I'm not sure that chamomile is a good antioxidant, but I do know that it aids in sleeping. I had this book. It's called the Acid Alkaline Balance Diet, and I had bought it. I think I bought it at a thrift store too, and not realizing that I was trying to figure out things about the alkaline diet this year, and I went down to get into Ace of Base. I went down to get some of my herbal books to look into it, and I found that I had the alkaline acid diet. So that was pretty cool that I ran across that book. And one thing I found very interesting in it was about this doctor that he traveled around, and it was like in the 1930s, I think is where it was, and when it was. Yeah, because on this chapter 2 is ridding your body of acidic waste. Anyways, this guy traveled around, and he was talking to individuals like at tribal areas and things like that. I love thrift stores. Oh, tell your daddy give your brother his medicine, please. I forgot. But anyways, he was looking for commonality in all these people that didn't have diseases and that was robust and extremely, real good, like the Goodwill too. And the one thing that he said that these people, like in all these places he went, they didn't have things like cancers
Hey, Mom, why
or
don't you give Christian his medicine?
all kinds of things. They just were balanced. Like their bodies was just balanced real well. So, and they weren't sick. And he said that one lady, she was like sitting out there, and she he looked out there, and he was trying to see, what she was doing or whatever. And she literally was, she would catch the fish and then bring them in, clean them up, and cook them right away. And all their vegetarian stuff, vegetation, not vegetarian, their vegetation around them, they grew it, or it grew naturally, and they would just pick it, clean it, or whatever they did with it, and eat it right away. And he said that all these people that live like that, in these tribes and stuff, that they weren't sick. Like they didn't get sick, they didn't have colds or nothing like that, because everything was extremely fresh. And so I found that kind of interesting. And also, there's different parts in this book here. There's like a metabolic type test that you can do. And this was another thing. He says that if you eat the things that your ancestors ate, then your body would operate better. So I found that kind of interesting. So, and there's a test here. It's called the metabolic type test. So he determined that the metabolic type by having his patients answer hundreds of questions in a bound book, but he also used a simpler test that works just as well. 1. Swallow 50 milligrams of niacin on an empty stomach. If within a half hour your skin turns red and you feel very, very hot and itchy, you have a meat-eating metabolism. If you feel warmer and have a better color in your face, then you have a balanced metabolism. If you don't feel anything, then you have a grain-eating metabolism. And that's how you can like kind of test like what your ancestors ate as well.
What's niacin? What is that?
I don't know. I've heard it many, many times before, but I don't remember. Yeah. Did you know that supposedly pizzas are they're addicting? Not to mention they're processed food. I've been learning a lot about processed foods lately too. Thank you, Zach. Grain eating, like where your body just it reacts to eating more grain better than it would vegetables or meat.
So like vegetarians?
Grains.
Grainitarians?
Grain. Thank you, Zach. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Maybe that's where some people messed up in becoming vegetarians, is maybe they have a meat-eating metabolism, and
Well,
then
that
they go straight to eating veggies.
according to this guy, you would, I don't know if y'all have ever like maybe it has something to do with when you're struggling, like say you eat the bread, okay, the grains or whatever, and then you don't feel so well. Maybe your ancestors weren't grain eaters, from eating the bread, a lot of bread. Or maybe you start feeling a certain type of way when you eat vegetables and you don't mix anything with it,
Right.
because on the metabolic chart thing here, that's what he was saying, is that if you eat that many milligrams of niacin on an empty stomach, and a half hour later, your skin turns red and you feel very, very hot and itchy, then you have a meat eating metabolism, which means you need to eat more meat rather than I want to say vegetables. That's what I'm going to say is vegetables, because I think niacin's in vegetables. I could be wrong, but I think it is.
I don't eat an extraordinary amount of meat or anything, and I feel fine. I hope I don't have a meat eating thing. We need more iron though. I'll probably take an iron supplement tomorrow. Mixed with my B12.
Yeah, everybody knows you, Zach, buddy. They know I love you to pieces. So anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. I do want to read on my book that I started reading. Um, I didn't get to go to the next chapter, but I do want to read on it. Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah. I guess he is way, way back there because he is messaging what I had um, said. Oh, well, at least he's on there, you know. Um, let's see. There's a pulse test too. I'm not really sure what that's about. It says find out the normal range of your pulse rate by taking your pulse for 1 week before rising while laying down, just before each meal, and again before going to bed. To take your pulse, place the first two fingers on the right hand on the wrist. So we know how to do the pulse test, y'all. I don't really know what that's about, but I want to get through this book. But there's a thing here. It says nutrition for meat eaters, nutrition for grain eaters. Then there's a 4-day rotation diet. So I really want to read this book. I just haven't had a lot of time to read it, but I want to read it. I've been spending quite a bit of time in this book. And also, will you get me that Dr. Sebi book over there? Sebi. Some people call him Sebi. Some people call him Sebi.
Is it the first one?
Yes, it's the first one. Is that the newest? Yeah, that's the newest one. I've been reading out of this one a lot. This man, well, I heard that they unalived him due to his knowledge of how to treat certain things. You know, treat certain things. People didn't like it. So I heard that, I don't know who did it. Somebody unalived him. I don't know who. Also another one that I watch that I really like, and they basically ran her out of her town or did away with her or something. But I think she's still, you know, going. But that's Barbara O'Neill. She's genius. She's really genius, and I love her stuff. I've been watching her for years. Another one that I watch, and this one lives in Oregon, and that's She Is of the Woods. She's another one I watch. I watch her a lot. I haven't really been watching her too much lately though, but she's the one I learned that about the cayenne pepper. Yes, it's Bella. Hi, Bella. I'm glad you can hear good, Zach. Yeah. You already check into watching her, Queenie. Her name is She Is of the Woods. I'll send you a link to her thing if you want. You can probably find all kinds of things in there that can be helpful to you. And she tells everybody, she goes, you're smart enough to do this. So I love watching her stuff.
I forget who said it, but someone says if you take care of your gut health, then you'll be okay.
Yeah, gut health's very important.
Because they said that your gut is like your second brain. And then it says science backs this up. It says gut health is central to digestion, immunity, mental clarity, and even mood.
I can believe that. I want to try a green smoothie. I've wanted to try green smoothies for a while. I just haven't done it yet. Do y'all know that you would think that like fruits and stuff that they are amazing? I want to try them. You would think that like fruits and stuff are considered an acidic food.
It says
I'll send you the deer and bird later, Zach.
It says Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, says all diseases begin in the gut.
I heard that. Okay, so y'all want to hear some of the acidic foods? You're not going to believe it because you think acid, you think lemon, limes, oranges, what cherries, kiwis, things like that. But what's considered an acid food is totally crazy.
All right, I love you. I'm gonna go take care of my clothes and go down.
All right, love you too. Have a good night.
You too.
I'm probably not going to be on here too much longer.
I love you.
So it says here to avoid acidic foods, you know, in like the alkaline diet here. So common acidic foods as processed foods, refined sugars, dairy products, red meats, and most cereals such as wheat and corn are all acidic. Avoiding these foods reduces the body's acid load and promotes general wellness. You wouldn't have thought that those foods are considered acidic, huh? So I've been learning about that a lot too. And I learned that we should also like do like an acidic waste cleanse. Would you make sure that your daddy gave your brother his medicine, please? So thank all of you for coming on here and hanging out with me. This maybe one day there'll be more people on here and all my moderators actually have somebody they can kick out or delete their comments, you know. Everybody in here now is pretty good. So, but I enjoy hanging out with all of you guys regardless. And I'm so glad that y'all come on here. I know you'll kick them out. I'm glad you guys come on here with me. It's been fun hanging out with all of you guys. And I'm going to get to leave this one posted. And maybe people will see that I'm doing some lives. Maybe next time I'm going to send out my video, like maybe, I don't know, a couple of minutes beforehand. That's right. Don't mess with Jen. Because I learned that if you make a little short announcing that you're going to do a live and then like put it out, then it like draws people in. And then you can just, I don't know, maybe a few minutes later, you can do your live and there'll be people there expecting it or whatever. So anyways, I made one. I sent it. I had scheduled it to go out at I think it was 8:55, but it didn't get any views. So I'm learning that scheduling things to come out on a certain time and date is not necessarily a good thing because community tab, just post it on the community tab, like a little like, hey, I'm going live on the community tab. There's so many different ways to get it out there, but I guess I'll do it both ways. I'll post something on the community thing, and then I'll just do my short and put it out probably about like a couple of minutes before I actually go live. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Red-eared slider turtles can be carriers of salmonella. However, it doesn't affect the turtles. They're immune to it, but the elderly and young are most at risk for salmonella and any with compromised immune. I'll find my water. Throat's getting dry. So we've been on here for about an hour. And I know everybody has short attention spans. So when you guys are watching this that weren't on my live, I hope you stuck around, maybe learned something new. Maybe next time I do a live, you'll get to come on. I'm going to try all different kinds of ways to put it out there so that everybody can see it. I'm hoping this post public. I know I hate to get off, but I really do want to just try to keep it at an hour. I could stay on here for a long time. I really could because I love hanging out with you guys. But I'm going to keep it to an hour. That way, if people come on, you know, maybe they find something I've said interesting, maybe learn something. You know, maybe I'll inherit some new subscribers, which would be cool. Anyways, I love all you guys. I thank y'all for being here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.